work 7 days a week, and I work off of lists. So I will make a list that says I need to edit, video, and I need to work on a book, whatever task I have at hand. It's actually a lot more complicated than that, but whatever task I have at hand, and I don't feel right if I don't complete the list in a day. So that's the motivating factor to get complete my workflow for the day is to finish the list. But that list includes most aspects of life. Take out the trash, take out the recycling, whatever. All the way to edit chapter or whatever of the book, the current book that's being written. So it's a regimented sort of thing. And I sometimes even use a tomato timer, which is a method of half-hour work, blocks. So you set the timer, you work on a task, and as soon as that half hour is up, you move to the next task, and then you sort of rinse and repeat the whole cycle. Sometimes I do that. Other times I get sick of the whole thing, and I just lay on the couch all day.
How long? So with the narratives that are you reading a script that you write, or are you just talking about it?
Okay, it works two different ways. On my original channel, that is scripts that I write and research, and I don't deliver them exactly. I'll write them, and then when I'm actually recording it, I'll think, well, that doesn't sound right, so I say it differently. So I work off of a script on that channel, but Event Horizon is totally unscripted. That's just me having conversations with people. And I probably wouldn't even need a script on the original channel, except I'll forget half of what I need to say. So,
Yeah, I can imagine. There are people who've been in it for years that they'll be off book one moment, and the moment they're recording, wait, what?
Yep. Yep. It's much easier if you have a script. And then the other thing too is my scripts serve as a record of the research that I've done for the video. So I print them out and bind them up as reference on these ideas and subjects that I cover, which, when you make hundreds and hundreds of videos and you're researching different topics every day, you forget some of them. And it's useful to go back through these scripts, about once a year and see what was there.
I think the reason I had it in my head that you were a PhD is because you cite everything.
I use academic rules. Yes.
Yes. And there are people who have come through the academic system that don't do that. Like it just wasn't hammered into them enough. And I really appreciated that because that's one of the rules I have for this podcast is if you go into the description of each episode, it'll say intact discourse. That's like kind of what I call that section. Everything I use to research the person and everything they've mentioned during the podcast. And it's just there. And I think that that's so important.
For me, it's what I would want to see, because if I want to dig deeper into a subject, it's useful if it's right there. And that's why I cite the papers and do the links like you do. And it's just for anyone that wants to dig deeper. And I always assume that my audience is highly intelligent, given that they're interested in this stuff, and very, very possibly would want to go and dig deeper. So that's why I do that. And the other thing is that being an author, credit is important, so I give credit to where credit is due.